What's going on, guys? Beard of Jarbro here, and Beard Matters tonight. I got my wife Tara on here tonight, so she's going to share some things concerning tonight's products that we're going to talk about. So super excited about the show tonight. I'm going to be bringing on Sean. He is the founder and the CEO of 8-Bit Beard Co. So if you don't know about 8-Bit Beard Co., you are absolutely missing out. I just did a video, just posted it earlier, my top go-to spring and summer scents of 2024. And 8-Bit Beard Co. is for sure in that list because their scents are incredible, great products, good ingredients. We're going to talk more about that later on the show. So if you're just joining us tonight, welcome. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button, get this out to your friends, share it. Tonight, we're doing a couple of giveaways. We're going to have a great time. So make sure, and I'll drop in the comments in the chat, the link to go to enter into this drawing for some gift cards for 8-Bit Beard Company. So we're going to have a great time tonight. We're going to take questions, answers, and we're just going to have a great time tonight talking about 8-Bit Beard Co. and kind of getting to know Sean a little bit better. And again, you know, we welcome your questions, and we will have a discount tonight for you if you want to go on their website and purchase any of these products because they are absolutely amazing. And so with that said, we're going to go ahead and bring on Sean. So make sure you make him feel welcome in the chat tonight. Randy Cooley. Hey, buddy. Good to have you tonight. And Sean, welcome to the channel tonight, man. It's good to see you.
What is up, dude? Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. I'm excited about tonight. Chris, what's going on? Welcome in the chat. Super excited to have you guys tonight. Darren's checking in tonight. Welcome to the channel tonight. And so again, I'm going to drop a link where you can sign up for tonight's drawing. So with that said, go ahead and let me know where you're tuning in from. Sean, tell everybody where you're from, where 8-Bit Beard Co. is from.
Yeah, so we are small family business. We are just north of Columbus, Ohio. So a little place called Lewis Center, literally like a suburb outskirts of the north end of Columbus, which is dead smack in the middle of Ohio, central Ohio. Born and raised here all my life.
I was going to say, I kind of had a feeling with the flag in the background.
Yeah, I mean, I went, excuse me, I went to Ohio State. I met my wife there. So we still cheer them on. We don't get to watch, as much sports for Ohio State as we want to, just with, we have 3 other boys that are super active in sports. So 4 boys total in our family. So it's, you're always catching updates and stuff, but yeah.
Sure. Awesome. Well, I dropped the link, guys, in the chat where you can go to sign up for tonight's drawing. So make sure you do that. You have to be present. So we will do a couple tonight, and we're just going to have a great time. So I want to tell you, so I kind of came across 8-Bit Beard Co. last year, not soon enough. It was in the fall of last year. Now, this was when I was trying to read up and figure out a little bit about your information. You had previously had another launch of your beard company in the past, right? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So we originally, we started the company. Me and my wife started in 2019. We originally started as Epic Beard. So our youngest son was born with some disabilities, spent some time in the hospital. It led to me and my wife, our jobs, like her job was completely fine with some of the emergent circumstances that we were facing as a family. It became increasingly clear that it was getting more and more difficult for my full-time job at that point. And I was a full-time accountant doing some corporate accounting, staff accountant. And it was a smaller company, but increasingly difficult to maintain both full-time working lifestyles with 4 boys, one of them with so many disabilities and in the hospital, that decided to leave that job. And we started a company called Epic Beards, and that's actually still our legal name. And 8-Bit Beard Co. is kind of a trade name we're using legally in Ohio. Everything's registered and trademark, copyrighted, that kind of thing.
Sure.
Um, it I started with hiring almost like a marketing firm to kind of design that company, Epic Beards, because we know we wanted to grow a company and grow organically and start small. But it just was, how much could we undertake at the time? So kind of put a company on the path, found suppliers, was working with a third party person that would make products for us. I would custom design scents still, and there were a lot of them were pretty basic scents in that initial launch. Um, but we had somebody making. Wasn't something that I could undertake going fully involved as a maker also in that sense. And yeah, that's kind of where we started. So Epic Beard's legal name of the company. You'll still see it on some stuff and paperwork if you look us up. And we, and I don't know if you want to get into how it evolved into 8-bit or if.
Yeah, sure. We'd love to.
Okay.
You're
So
not a gamer, are you?
a little bit. Yeah, a little bit of a
Hey,
gamer.
Johnny, what's going on, Johnny Ray?
Grew up in the 80s. What's up, Nate? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming in. Chris Perez, my dude. Yeah, so it became increasingly clear that like I had a hard time matching myself to the brand. Like when you start a company, you own the brand, or anything that you start. If you do marketing, if you do like content creation like you're doing, you own the brand. And if you don't connect with your own brand, it's really difficult to talk about it and to
Sure.
sell it and have other people actually connect to the brand too. If you feel disconnected, how am I going to get somebody else to feel connected to it and willing to trust me to buy products? So we went really through a discovery phase of our company, um, hired another a marketing firm to kind of do an analysis on the industry, uh, what our avatar was of our customer. And through all of the discovery, I came to the realization that I was not even my own avatar for the brand that we had kind of been building for about a year. I think we had it for about a year at that point, summer 2020. So I think when I did this, so maybe 9 months in, just was feeling a real disconnect. So um, I was talking to the wife about it, and we were like, well, what if we did like, you and the other boys, you're playing a lot of games. You grew up in the 80s, 80s and 90s with like the Nintendo, Atari, Sega, that whole video game time to be alive, right? When you
Yeah,
were a kid, still going outside to play sports and doing all that, but you're coming in, you're gaming with your buddies, you're taking turns, 2-player, just really the video game revolution that took
sure.
place. And we're like, well, what if we did a line? I was like, what if we just did like an 8-bit line, like Epic Beards presents an 8-bit beard line. And then
Hmm.
my wife was like, why don't you just name the whole damn company and we'll just rebrand the whole dang company, and you bring everything in house and start making everything and designing everything in house. And we were at a pretty calm place with my son. I just left my full-time accounting job. We had some time. Our life was calming down a little bit, so we were able to get things set up and um, developed a whole new blend, all new scent line. We did I did everything, and my wife was the ultimate scent tester, and relaunched February 21st to 2021 officially as 8-Bit Beard Co. So been doing
Wow,
it for 5 years, but officially as 8-bit, this will be our going into our third year here. So we're
man, that's awesome. It's so important to get your better half's opinion on snacks, right?
yeah.
I mean, if you were to look back here on this shelf, I have another shelf too. I probably have hundreds and hundreds of oils um, that I've tried, that I've tested, that I rotate, but not all beard oils are favored by this woman beside me. She
Yeah.
does have her favorites. She really does. Shout out to Twitch. What's going on, brother,
What's
tonight?
up, George? How you doing, George?
Hey,
Thanks for
man.
stopping in, man.
But I'll tell you what, though, guys, 8-Bit Beard Co. has not been a problem for me. Tara loves these things. I'm telling you, loves them. I've got 2 Bubble Man sitting right here. Now, these are staples, right? These aren't going nowhere, Bubble Man?
Bubble Man's main line. That's the main
Good,
line.
good deal. Good
Uh,
deal. And I got the butter too. And I had a I had a the hunt, which is unscented butter.
Yeah, the Duck Hunter. Yep.
Yep. And I ended up Duck Hunter. I ended up giving that to my father-in-law, who I think's in the chat tonight too. And he really enjoyed your butter too.
That's
Really enjoyed
awesome.
that. So both of them.
Chris Perez, Chris Perez is still in here. Bubble Man is one of his favorites. So
There you say, Chris. Yeah, I know what you're saying, brother. Okay, so he says, what question for everyone on screen? What is your favorite arcade game? So if you have a favorite arcade game from when you're younger, drop it in the chat. Let us know. Gosh, what's funny is I used to play Ninja Turtles when back in the 90s. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
They
yeah.
had like 4 people that could play Ninja Turtles, and
Yeah.
I'd go to the skating rink and we'd play that. And so, yeah.
I would say so. That was one of my all-time favorite games. We have Turtles 2 on the NES when they brought it to the NES. That arcade style was awesome. Like that game and like the Simpsons game were probably some of the best group arcade games that they had.
Sure. Yeah, my wife, she was a big Tetris
and Pac-Man.
Pac-Man and Tetris.
Pac-Man.
I think that's pretty much for everybody. The Simpsons game was legit. Johnny, I remember playing that, or Nate, I remember playing that. The Simpsons. Yeah. Double Dragon. I remember playing that arcade game too. Yeah.
Yeah, we rocked the heck out of Double Dragon too. Pac-Man was fun. I know a lot of people love Pac-Man, and we have a whole natural line dedicated to Pac-Man, but man, I sucked at Pac-Man. I like legit was terrible at Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man.
That's so funny.
So
Galaga, do you remember that game? Galaga actually showed up in a lot of like restaurants. You go to fast food restaurants, they had that sit down, one person on one side, one on the other, and you could sit there and the little joysticks. I remember when I was a kid getting the Nintendo for the first time. Now, I'm not old enough for Atari. I'm right there on the line. Like Atari was really getting retired right when I came on the scene. But Nintendo, I remember Nintendo. I remember and a lot of the whole Shadow Man and the Mega Man. Or Mega Man, but Bubble Man. I remember those. I remember that game playing it all the time. But do you guys remember Duck Hunter, Mario Brothers, the mix game on the cartridge? You could play either one.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? And then the track, you could run the track. You had the actual deal to run it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who really ran on that? You just kneel down and smack the hands, right? You're like,
well, I had the Power Glove. Mike Tyson's Punch Out, man. That was a big one back in the day.
Yeah, it was. We're
Street
about to see
Fighter.
a remake of Mike Tyson and Glass Joe, I think, maybe soon. I'm not sure.
Wow, that'd be cool.
The
with glass jar and
with,
call it
Mike Tyson. Logan Paul called him out to a boxing match.
Yeah.
Right? Wasn't it him or something?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think he called Mike Tyson out, and everybody's comparing. It'll be the rematch between the real life rematch between Mike Tyson and Glass Joe from that game because he's going to get his butt kicked.
That's funny. Hey, Beardy Beanie, what's going on, brother?
What's up, Beanie?
Mr. Nick. So yeah, it's I've really enjoyed your products.
I got to get you some more samples, man. I feel like I know I'm usually on top of communication and emails, and somehow your emails back and forth kept getting filtered by my Google, my Gmail, and getting buried and lost. And then all of a sudden I'm like, holy crap. Like he emailed me like 21 days ago or 22 days ago. Like, I feel so bad about it. So openly apologize here. Like,
all right, brother.
Like even I think your one email came to my inbox for the stream, and then the other one got filtered somewhere else. So I don't know what in the world is going on, with that. But so I apologize. We could have got you some more stuff, or I've been able to do this a little bit sooner. So
That's all right. I thought you were going to say I emailed you 21 times. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I think I may have been hacked.
no, I mean, we have an email chain going back and forth. There might be like 18 emails back, 9 each
Yeah.
back and forth or whatever to get everything done. But it kept getting filtered into it's just me. I do everything. So I do have filters set up in my Gmail for customer messages or different emails or markets. I do have folders and that kind of stuff set up. And for whatever reason, like you had emailed me and it went to the appropriate folder, but it was unread, but it didn't notify me that you had emailed me. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yep.
Like it wasn't even a number on the folder that showed like an unread email. So anyway,
Yeah. Well, when you get some emails too, it's kind of hard to keep up, at
yeah, I
least for
can't.
me.
Yeah. So that's
So,
on me, man. We'll get you some more samples and stuff.
so yeah, we were talking about earlier before the stream. Do you want to share with the audience, how you support charities and stuff with your company? I know a lot of people they take that personal, that's something that they enjoy because they know that you're giving back, for what you do.
Yeah, for sure. So charity has been, near and dear to our hearts since the beginning. And it was one of those, we always were trying to like, how can we work it in? How can we work it in? And two charities we've done for 2 years, I think at least two, maybe three consistently since we've been 8-bit have been DeSaco, the Down Syndrome Association, which is closely tied to our youngest son, who passed away almost 3 years ago. And then we also did NAMI, which was for mental health, for like men's mental health or a mental health charity. Um, but every December, we would have a limited release come out of an oil that would go to support, mental health and mental health charities. Well,
Mhm.
I didn't want to just do like this particular oil or anymore. I wanted to kind of just make it across the board so that when you buy anything, that you are supporting a cause. So
Mhm.
this year, we had a 2-day planning session with my wife, um, and really nailed down some of the charities we wanted to be involved with this year. So we're doing 4 different charities this year. One tree planted. We are a plant-based company. Just I haven't really dabbled in a lot of the, tallows and the emu oils or ostrich oils. Not that I won't ever do that, but we get a
Mhm.
lot of our stuff from the earth and plants. So we wanted to kind of give back. So we have 3 months out of the year we're going to be doing one tree planted. Another 3 months out of the year we will be doing that. Men's mental health. Is in June. June is Men's Mental Health Month, so I believe it's May, June, and July. We'll be focusing on a percentage of sales will be going to mental health charities for those 3 months of sales, and then so February, March, April, or maybe it's February. Started in February is one tree planted. So February, March, and April will be one tree planted. May, June, July will be for the men's mental health. Then you have August, September, and October will be for Wounded Warrior Project. So military is very near and dear to our heart. I love our military and first responders, so we wanted to um, support them in some way. We do GovX on our website. We've been partnered
That's
with
what I was
them
gonna
for
ask you.
almost 3 years, and that is a standing 20% off discount on our products. Um, and we wanted to do a little bit more. So for a quarter out of the year, we are going to be doing Wounded Warrior donation, and we are official partners. So I went through and I registered with these websites to become an official business partner with them.
That's
Um,
awesome.
and then for the fourth charity will be DeSaco, again, the Down Syndrome Association of Central Ohio. So again, that charity is just near and dear to our heart. We've been able to donate, over $2,000 to them
Wow.
over the last couple of years. NAMI, I think it's been around 500 or 600, which is pretty impactful, I think, for a small business when
Oh yeah, for sure.
you're donating, that money. So
Yeah,
and then DeSaco will
absolutely.
be November, December, January, our biggest months of the year. And it's intentional that way. They're the charity that helped our family the most and they do so much with families with children with disabilities around Central Ohio, namely like the Down Syndrome Association. So, like just supporting families, building that inclusion. They have resource groups. They like if you get hospitalized, they'll come to the hospital and support you with either gift cards or food, and kind of take the stress out of stressful medical situations.
Yeah.
So it's really, the charities are intentional and on purpose. We struggled with, do we do a food pantry? There's that need also. We just can't do everything. It's just not possible, right? To help everybody or do every charity. We do a heart charity already. My sons do a heart charity for Heart Month. That was in February. So from the business, these are our four, and the only two that may be interchangeable will be the One Tree Planted and the NAMI. Wounded Warrior and DeSaco are going to be here to stay. So,
Sure.
Next year we might change out two for a different two, depending on how it goes. So
That's awesome, man.
yeah.
Well, I'm excited to be talking about some more of your products. So if you're tuning in tonight, guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show tonight. Make sure you hit that share button and get more people in here. We got 15 to 17. We should get these numbers up to get this company out to our friends, because this is the whole purpose of having Sean take his time to visit us tonight and talk about his company. So help us to get this out, to share his company with others, because this I want to use this platform to really support small batch companies. And that's why I do what I do when it comes to the beard products and men's grooming. But if you are tuning in tonight, I'm sure you probably know we are giving away some prizes tonight. And we're going to give away, our first giveaway is going to be a $25 gift card to anything on the website. So make sure you stay tuned. I did drop a link in the chat where you can sign up for that. And I'm going to drop that link again. So make sure you get over to that link and sign up. You have to put your email address in so we know it's legit. And we will do a random drawing. It'll automatically draw it for us and tell us who the winner is. And then Sean will reach out to you or something. We'll figure out how we're going to do that.
Yeah. Just reach out to me, please.
Okay.
Reach out to me. There's, we do these giveaways sometimes, and people just forget to reach out. And I try to keep track of people, but you can only, message somebody so many times or try to find their real name,
Right.
with people using all these different usernames. You just never know who somebody
absolutely.
really is. So please reach out to me, DM me, email me, or the quickest way is there's a message bubble on our website. Send me a message through there.
Awesome. Well, hey, I want to ask a question for the audience, and then I'm going to ask you a question. The question for the audience is, if you've tried any of the scents from 8-Bit Beard Company, let us know in the chat, what is your favorites? Do you have a couple top favorites that you use? Maybe there's a number one favorite that you just go to all the time, preferably a main line, because obviously, I hate talking about ones that are limited edition and they're gone. And then people are like, oh man, I want to try that. And they go and they can't get it. Same thing with fragrances, you find a great fragrance and stuff, but a lot of times they're, for some reason that they just quit doing them. And then it becomes like $300 to $400 to find it, Beard oil is a little bit different. If you better not be paying $300-$400 for a beard oil for one bottle. If you are, then you just need to give me the money and I'll help you figure something out. But the question for you, Sean, is how did you come up with your carrier blend? Where did you get to the point where you wanted to include some of the things like the Abyssinian oil that I absolutely enjoy, and I'm loving it more and more in beard products?
Yes, so that was part of the discovery. So every year we have like a word of the year. And 2020 was a discovery year for us, where we're discovering who we really wanted to be as a company, who we like what we wanted the blend to be, like what our formulas, recipes were going to be. So I know, like, as we launch new things, we are making new blends and stuff too. But that was really like our rebrand year and part of the discovery process. And I think I tend to over research stuff. So my background, I have a biology biochem degree. I ran a Walgreens pharmacy for 12 years. Um, knew a lot about prescriptions and that kind of stuff, but just retail pharmacy. And then I was an accountant for 5 years, and I love research. And so I tend to research things a little too much, but it really just going through a list of oils that I felt were going to be unique. Nothing too exotic, but more than, maybe a basic beard oil blend. And testing oils, I think this one that we have, I think I went through maybe 40 different variations of it. I know a lot of people will just be like dumping oil in a bottle and it's fine, and it's a good ratio and it works, right? You're never going to find that perfect ingredient, right? That's out there. Things are going to work different for everybody, but really spent the better part of 6 to 7 months researching ingredients first, testing them out, ordering samples, and starting to blend them together. We just launched a second blend in our essential oil line in November, and I spent 3 or 4 months just testing different ingredients there. I pulled 4 of our main ingredients out of our original blend and then added squalane oil, and was testing a few other ones, but I had ended up having an allergic reaction to um, a couple of those. So obviously, if I am allergic to it, I'm not going to sell it because I'm
Sure.
not going to sell something I can't use.
Right.
But yeah, just really. So with Babasu oil, which I'm it's still in there and it's going to be in there this year. I've been thinking about removing it. It's a lighter version of coconut oil, so it's a palm oil, but there's people that have allergies to coconut oil and
Mhm.
fractionated coconut oil. So Babasu is actually a lighter version of. It's a completely different plant, but it's very similar properties to coconut oil, but it has less allergic reactions that have been studied over the years. So there's less people allergic to this. If you have an allergic reaction to coconut, you will not have an allergic reaction to Babasu. It's
Mhm.
actually so light that you can honestly use it as a leave-in conditioner in your like shampoo and conditioners.
Mhm.
Um, you actually leave it in and not rinse it out. It's that light of an oil, and really fell in love with that. The problem I'm running into as we scale our business is it's a solid at room temperature. So I literally have to melt this down appropriately at the right temperatures to even mix it in any batches. I add extra to our balm and our butter because it's just an amazing ingredient. One of that, and so if we're going down the list here, that castor, we wanted a heavy duty. I think everybody knows castor. It's a very common ingredient, but it's an amazing ingredient. Um, Kind of fills in. Every oil I have in our blend is designed with purpose and intention. So everything does a little bit different things. So that castor is going to help fill in the carotene in your hair for some of the red hair, the white hairs, a little bit more brittle hair. It helps kind of bulk it up. You have your Abyssinian, which is an amazing ingredient, a super light ingredient, very comparable to almost like an argan oil. Um, when I came across that, you have your standard golden jojoba, which is a great hair and skin oil. We have hemp seed, amazing skin oil, so that's going to provide some of the more of those linoleic acid, um, that kind of portion of it. You have cucumber seed, which I add, which I is just, you know, cucumber seed I came across because I was literally like the women's beauty care, they've been doing this for hundreds of years. And this is somewhat a new concept to men. And I was like, why in the hell do they always put cucumber slices on? Like at spa day, you always
Behind
see
the
like
eyes.
these
Yeah.
giant cucumbers on,
Mhm.
on ladies and stuff like that. And I was like, and I don't know if I've ever told the story about why I use cucumber seed. But I always thought about that. Like when you're thinking about, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? A lot of these ingredients have been around for
Right.
hundreds of years. I'm like, why
Sure.
do women do that? So let me dive into cucumbers and really see what it's about. And just in cucumber seed is an amazing ingredient. It's a hemp. Very similar profile to like a hemp seed, but it's on steroids. It's like hemp seed on steroids,
Hmm.
but it's super expensive ingredient, um, because I mean, you're squeezing the oil out of the cucumber seeds. If you think about cucumbers, so
Yeah.
um, and then we have avocado oil, which is avocado oil is an amazing ingredient. So that really penetrates the hair shaft, and it's one of the oils that really breaks through the barrier of your hair and kind of nourishes from the inside out. It's a unsaturated fatty acid, so it kind of um, absorbs fairly quick. It's a medium heavy oil, and it adds a little bit of girth to our blend, and then it kind of nourishes from the inside out. And it's awesome skin oil too. So
Awesome, man. Well, I know it's great. It works great for me. It's light. I gotta say, I love this how long the scents last.
yeah,
You know, a lot of people go, well, I don't want a scent that's going to last very long. For me personally, if I don't want a scent that lasts very long, I will use an unscented. But I love scented oils and butters that last. And it's probably because I'm a big fragrance connoisseur guy. I love fragrances and notes and know all that type of stuff. I've been kind of, you ask my wife, I've kind of been an addict for several years, probably 2 decades when it comes to fragrances. And so, but I like the idea of being bald now, taking care of my beard. That is my glory. I was joking around with my brother-in-law. I think he might be in the chat tonight. I'm not sure, but if you are, hey, let me know. But I was telling him, I said, when you get a nice bald head like this, you have to brag about something. And if you can grow a beard, which a lot of guys can't grow beards, and I hate the fact that you can't. There's a lot of things that will support it and help, but if you just don't have the genes, it's just so hard to grow that beard.
yeah,
But good products do help, support that beard growth. But I've been really, really getting into the last few years, beard care. And this channel is not just about beard care. It's about men's grooming. I think, I honestly believe, Sean, that when a guy takes care of himself, he starts taking care of other areas of his life. Like for me, this channel is also, a lot of people go, what does Manjaro mean? Bearded Manjaro. Well, I'm a bearded guy. And I'm a brother and I'm on Manjaro. And so a lot of people go, what the heck's Manjaro? Well, it's a GLP-1 for weight loss, but also diabetes. I'm a type 2 type 2 diabetic. And I've been one for the last 16 years or so, and have never had it under control. And the GLP-1 Manjaro that I take once a week has completely changed my life.
oh, that's awesome.
So I talk a lot about that on the channel, and I always wonder how many people that are in the men's grooming get annoyed by that. But then I wonder how many people in the GLP gets annoyed by men's grooming when they're women. But it is what it is. Two topics and passions that I love to talk about, and I bring them together.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that's your unique voice, right? That's what you bring. So, it's going to speak to people. So
Absolutely.
Well,
I had a guy get on my channel and say, he said, I wasn't here for the beard care. I was here for the Manjaro, or maybe it was the opposite. Maybe he was here for the beard care, but he's now on Manjaro too. So it's like you guys on this channel are hitting both topics. And so, but like I said, I feel like I got my health under control. So I want to take care of other aspects of my life, men's grooming. I want to start feeling better, I feel like if a person feels like they look good, I feel like it plays a big part of mental health. Like, I feel like if a guy feels good the way he looks, he starts mentally feeling better. Like,
absolutely.
the reason why I say that is because, a lot of people that are heavily obese when it comes to the Manjaro side, they're, I've been obese before. There's most majority of Americans are obese, sadly to say. And it's an epidemic when it comes to obesity in the United States, and the stigma that people have on obesity. But could you imagine? I was thinking the other day, my daughters were showing me an actual YouTube channel. We were about to eat dinner, and they showed me a channel of this girl who was very heavily obese, and she was just on there showing her dresses off. And the comments were just, I
Yeah.
could not believe it. I thought,
People are
dude, how
horrible.
cool people are. It is ridiculous. And I thought, and this girl, she's just getting on there, not letting it bother her. And, she just keeps going on. I thought, the thing of it is that I think about, what if that was one of my daughters? You know what I mean? Like, what if my daughter was really, really obese, and somebody's on there calling her, all kinds of stuff. And I think the fact that there are so many people that want to get their life under control, but it's so hard to do it. And, it's a stigma, because people go, well, you eat too much. Well, there's a lot of addictions and a lot of people that have different, chemical imbalances and struggles. But I have a soft spot for a lot of these people out there that feel that way, because they're depressed. They're depressed because they're in a hole. They can't get out. They feel like no matter what they do, they can't get better. And so they're physical. They don't care about the physical, because why try to fix myself up if I'm 400 pounds? You know what I mean?
I was going to say, a show that I think took America by storm years ago, The Biggest Loser. And I think if that didn't open your eyes to some of the struggles that people face with obesity, then I don't know what will, because it wasn't just somebody consuming too many calories. I mean, every single person on that show had a huge mental struggle and a weight and a burden and something that they were going through that led to kind of where they were on their journey like that. So, and I think, as much as those trainers were there to help contestants lose weight, they were really mental health advocates,
Right.
to try to release those burdens so that people could, not be depressed, right? You're like you're saying, when working out, you feel good, you look good, that changes your whole mental state. And I think when you kind of get down in that hole that a lot of those contestants were, you saw like the mental struggles they faced and the burdens they faced through their life kind of unburden the longer they were on that show, and it really changed their lives for the positive. So
Absolutely. Well, I used to be over 300 pounds in another lifetime. And my wife still married me. So I knew at that point it was all downhill from there.
I married him not for his looks. I married him because he had a heart for God.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's how our marriage stays together, and
Yeah.
our love grows because, we love God and we put him first and we live for him. So,
yeah.
And ministry is another big part of my life too. So that's kind of, a lot of people don't know that. I do music. I'm an artist. I write music. And I'm a minister in church. And so we do it together. And so I do a lot of things. I have a lot of hats too. I mean, obviously I'm a content creator. I write music. I try to support people with knowledge and education and tell them what's worth buying and what's not. Is this junk or is this worth buying? Well, Sean, I'm not going to put you on the spot and let you answer, because we know you might be a little biased.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you tonight, it's great stuff.
Yeah, it's good.
So let's check it out. What do you think?
I've already smoked it. It's good.
Okay, so guys, like I said, and somebody mentioned in the chat earlier, I did a video earlier. I posted it. It is my top go-to spring and summer beard oil scents. There's so many I had to omit from the list because you can only have so many.
Yeah.
I could have did a top 25 or top 50, but nobody's going to stay around for 30 minutes to an hour to listen to all of it. Maybe I'll put a post or something where you can kind of go back, but I just did my top 10 that I wanted to go to this year that I reached for the most. I could have put Bubble Man just in there just as much as I did Shadow Man. And maybe I should have, because you can't really, you're not going to probably be able to get Shadow Man very much longer. I don't know how long it's going to last. It is a limited scent, but it's still great. Still great. That beard butter, man, put that sucker in at night. You'll smell it all night long. And man, it's, people go, man, you're crazy. You put beard butter in at night. Well, all the bearded guys know that that's something that you can do, and most people do it. But all the guys that are uneducated when it comes to beards, they're like, why would you put beard butter in your beard at night? Especially
a lot of people do
before you go to bed. Well, because my wife loves it.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, a lot of people do. We have our butter. I designed our butter. It's a little more full-bodied butter. So I didn't launch balm until a year and a half ago, I think. So our butter kind of served a dual purpose, and it's a full body butter. It there's no wax in it, but it adds a little bit of excuse me, weight, to your beard. So, which is nice.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's the thing, Sean, a lot of guys, they have a lot of issues with flyaways, and your butter does really, really well with putting a nice little gravity hold on it, because it does have that weight. And, that's another option. If you guys are out there and you're like, you know what, I've been struggling for a long time with getting these flyaways. Obviously, there's a way of trimming those flyaways, but this beard butter works very, very well when it comes to holding those flyaways down. Obviously there's balm too that has more wax in it, or has wax in it. Yours doesn't have wax in it. But man, I love it. Shea butter, the mango butter, as you said, the bassy oil, the castor oil. Another thing, I love castor oil. I love the weight of it. I love the thickness of it. It just does really, really well in my beard. Everybody's different. Some people, I don't like castor. I like it. It does really, really well in my beard. You got the golden jojoba, hemp seed, like you said, avocado oil. And so basically the rest of the oils that you would have in your oils.
Yep.
Big Daddy Kane says, I usually like tobacco, vanilla, and leather type of scents. What would you recommend, Sean, from 8-Bit Beard Co.?
One of our, we have a brand new one. Our Contra is a blueberry, sour cherry, and tobacco leaf that people are enjoying. So that's going to be the C scent. We had artists do the artwork on this.
Nice.
So it's got the Contra dudes. But King Koopa is one of my favorites. It's a lemon lime tobacco, a little bit of vanilla in there. That's a really good one. We have Tomahawk Man as a leather limited right now. I don't have a leather scent in our lineup right now. We've had some really good ones in the past. We've had a tropical leather, Blue Devil. We've done Tecmo Bowl. That was a limited edition scent we did. That was a leather. It was like a green clover. It was like a Sunday morning football smell, right? It had some like that morning dew grass. It had some rain kind of smell. It had a little barbecue. It had leather. So people really loved Tecmo Bowl. But I don't have a leather really scent right now in our main line. I'm thinking about doing like a Knuckles maybe from Sonic, but
nice.
Yeah, Tomahawk Man is a leather now. It's just an oil only though, limited scent. But the tobacco one is going to definitely be King Koopa. That's one of my favorites. A very fresh opening of the lemon and lime essential oil, and it rolls into a bunch of other stuff, but tobacco base.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah, I love tobacco, vanilla fragrances also scented. And there's a lot, when you hear vanilla tobacco, it's almost like a certain type of scent that you just know, because a lot of them are like the same, there's a whole lot of unique ones out there. I did run across one the other day. I thought, man, that is different. It's always kind of nice when you find something different, unique.
Yeah.
I was talking to one owner of a beer company. We were talking about, well, you can go this way, but you don't really want to copy somebody else's scent because why go to you if I can already go to this person? You know what I mean? You want to create something that's different. What people will actually want to go purchase yours because it's unique. Obviously there's so many out there, but
yeah, we do have a lot of unique. I think, and I spend a lot of time with our scents. I don't do it once a month. We're not a once a month or launching 5 different scents at a time. It's just not the way that our company's built, or I wanted to build it. So I spent some time, like our cut man that I did. I think I did 25 or 6 different variations of it. Probably could have launched 3 or 4 of those, but it's just I like to work with almost overworked scents sometimes, to see how far I can push something and then dial it back a little bit. But I hear what you're saying. I don't think anybody ever intentionally goes out to duplicate scents from other companies. Ultimately, there are just thousands of companies out there, and you're bound to make something that's similar to somebody else. That's just the nature of the game. Even if you don't intentionally do it, you may. I don't know. I haven't heard anybody making anything close to what we're doing, or my scents are like anybody else's. But we're dabbling in essential oils now, and there's certain combinations of essential oils that just work well together. So
absolutely, for sure. Well, we are going to do a giveaway real quick.
Yeah.
And let me see if I can get to that place real quick. Now, I will be honest with you. I'm still in the stage of, I haven't done a whole lot of giveaways on the channel. So it's something that's new to me of learning how to do this. So hopefully I don't screw something up, guys. Chad, what scent does your wife like you to wear? Terry, you can comment on that. It's funny because she doesn't really necessarily know all the names, but she now are you saying from 8-Bit Beard Co. or altogether, like her top favorite? Because you just said, what scent does your wife like you wear? She likes me to wear all kinds of scents, So I'll let you think about that while I find this before we do this giveaway. She's waiting.
Yeah.
We're waiting. That's so funny.
So I would say from 8-Bit is my favorite is Bubble Man. And you probably already knew I was going to say that. I really like Bubble Man. In general, not to be biased, I was just telling someone at church this morning the same thing is Chad kind of made up his own beard deal, and it's called Conviction. But I really love that scent. Obviously, he created it and got my, thoughts on it, and so I really love the scent of that. I don't really know what's all in everything, but I like that scent. I'm not a huge tea tree person, something like that. I'm not really, it's not really my thing. So
she's kind of got burned out from all the tea tree, the shampoos and stuff.
Yeah. It's a strong tea tree, can be strong and off-putting. We have a cedarwood tea tree soap. That's a nice balance. But I mean, we have a little bit of tea tree in all of our essential oil line. You're not going to be able to smell it, intentionally, because it
well blended.
Yeah. It can be, it's just one of those scents. I completely get that with the tea tree. Rosemary's like that too.
Yes.
Rosemary can be very strong and off-putting. Has a little bit of bite to it almost. So yeah.
Well, there you guys have it. I wasn't expecting her to say that. Okay,
you had Leon from EDC last week or a couple weeks ago. He's a great dude.
He is awesome.
You like something from his company that come to mind or anything? Or?
Yeah, I just reviewed his top 4, his newly released 4 scented beard oils. Are you asking me or my wife?
Your wife.
Okay.
I don't know.
You already heard what my thoughts were.
Which one is it?
Okay, it was the Hypnotize, and it was the
I'm not gonna.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot. I was just, there's a
Oh,
lot
I
of,
hear.
there are a lot of great small batch companies out there doing a lot of amazing work and putting out some awesome scents. There truly are.
She's got
And I know
right
Lee puts
here
a
on the
lot
chin.
of, Lee's putting a lot of effort into making his products and stuff too. I didn't get to catch the
That's
stream.
good.
We chat every now and then. But yeah, I know he was on here with you. So hey,
So
there he is. What's up, man?
she just smelled the Hypnotize and now the Plush.
Okay, I like so far the Hypnotize more than the Plush.
There you go, Lee. You hear that?
Yeah, I don't know if you got. I
Hey,
don't know if you
perfect
got her
timing, Lee.
opinion last week.
I'm not too much of a fan of this one.
The Everlong.
I'm just not.
Yeah, scents are just preferential, right? There, you just like you gravitate towards some that you like, and
Hold on. Before she smells this one, hey, Lee, all of you guys out there that are into EDC and know about this one, this is the rise above this. Come on now, guys. Listen, this is a different one. Okay. So this is, I'm excited and interested to see what she has to say about this
Now
one.
I'm nervous about it. Oh boy. Oh, I'm not a fan of this one.
No?
No, I'm just not.
So this one is very unique and interesting, but I like it. I think it's great.
Let me smell it again.
And the thing, it's funny because, when somebody smells something, they're like, oh, and then they think about it and then they hear what you say and they're like, okay, let me check it out.
it changes. Scents evolve. The scent evolves. Every scent you make evolves, and the scent out of the bottle is different than the scent it warms up with, and it's different than the scent after it's been in your beard for an hour or on your skin for a while.
Yes.
So it goes through, kind of everything evolves a little bit. So
Well, it's interesting you say that. It's so true, because it was, I can't even think of what the company was that I used some beard oil. It wasn't too long ago. I showed her the beard oil. I said, hey, what do you think about this? And she smells, she goes, I don't like it.
yeah.
And I think it may have been, I now think about it, I think it was 7 Potions. And I think it was their, it was the citrus one. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, she smelled it out of the bottle. She goes, oh, I do not like that. It smells like pine sol. Very, very strong. What hits you a blast right up in your face. Well, then I put it in my beard and she goes, that's not the same stuff. How much it changes once it's in, your beard.
I feel
Absolutely.
Like out. It I don't know. Smelling it right out of the bottle is just, especially something so strong.
Well, you get all those top notes out of the bottle, and then it starts going through its changes and in its cycle of warming up and everything like that. So
Lee's top favorite from you is Town. Is it
Toad Town?
Toad Town. Okay. Yeah.
It's a play on words. So that's Toad. That was a Toad and Yoshi scent.
Oh, nice.
Grab your bestie, your ride or die, and head out a night in the town. I was showing somebody the original. I made them with like the 80s sunglasses on, with like all 5 o'clock shadow beards, like they were going out on a night on the town. And there's oud in that one, oud wood. So it was instead of Toad Town, it was a Tood Town. So
nice.
T for the toad, and then oud, so Tood Town. But everybody pronounces it wrong. So I used to have a hyphen in it because it was like T-ood, tood, and then it's just going to be one of those everybody doesn't know how to say for a while.
Kind of like tooted.
Yeah.
That's funny. Anyways, so guys, I like to joke around because there's a buddy of mine that does YouTube, and you guys may have heard of him, maybe you don't, but he goes by the name of Dan Command. And every time he does a giveaway, he is, what time is it? It's kind of funny because he goes, and maybe he'll tune in sometime, maybe not, but it's funny because he'll go, drop in the chat what time it is and where you're from. And people will be like, Wichita, Kansas, it's 6:30, and he's like, what time is it? It's giveaway time.
Yeah.
It's you're not getting it. It's not what time where you at, it's time for a giveaway. So we're going to do this giveaway. We're going to do the giveaway for the first giveaway tonight of the gift card. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to share my screen. All right. Let me know if you guys can see this. Can you see this? Can you see that?
It looks a little blurry to me, but
It's blurry.
I mean to
Okay.
me, but I don't know if that's. I don't.
I don't know if there's a way to zoom in. On
Yeah, I
that.
don't know if there's a way really.
Can you just make it the whole page?
Sharing is.
Can you make it the whole page?
Just present the.
Let's try this.
You can take us off the screen, maybe.
Is that better?
How do you take us off and put that on?
Let's see here.
Can you go over here to this right?
Okay. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to get this figured out eventually. Let's see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to
hit. I
Right,
think
right.
it's like the
See those things? Yeah.
bottom.
How about
and-
this?
Yeah, there
Is
you
that
go.
better?
That's one. Yeah.
Can
Yeah, that's a
you
little
see
bit
that
better. Yeah, that's better.
Okay. So,
It's not the whole screen, but it's.
all right. So I'm going to draw the first one. All right. So you have to be present. Donato Harvey. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to do a countdown and you have to be present to win. So if you are present, let us know in the chat. So Donato Harvey, are you out there? Let us know in the chat. And you are a winner of a $25 gift card to 8-Bit Beard Co. So Donato Harvey, can give him congrats in the chat. Congratulations, Donato.
Congrats.
So you, as he said before, you'll reach out to Sean at 8-Bit Beard Co. and we'll have that information in the description. So you can reach out to him and he will get you hooked up for that gift card. So awesome. Congrats, man. All right. So let's see here. Well, we're getting pretty close to wrapping this thing up. Do you have anything else that you want to chat about tonight, Sean, before we do
Well,
the second draw?
Darren here. What's a good profile that isn't tobacco? We have a lot of profiles that are. I mean, I'm not sure what we have a whole essential oil line up that could. I mean, maybe a couple of them are super sweet. Ghost Hunter is nice. It's a lemon zest. It's not a sweet lemon. It's a lemon zest, but in our essential oil line, so Ghost Hunter. But in our signature fragrance line, it's going to be more loud scents. You know, Mega Man 2 is a barbershop one that's pretty nice. We have Nightman or Bubble Man would both be good and not too sweet. They're a little bit more cologne profiles. Finish Him is an amazing scent. It's a really calm orange. It's not super sweet, and it has frankincense. It's built on a base of frankincense. So it's a very rich and just calming profile. A lot of people wear that one at night. Our Finish Him. I'm trying to think of the ones we have. Orca, it's a very summery scent. So like that's more of a tropical one. The longest lasting scent. We have, like, our signature line, they all last a good amount of time in our signature. They're all skin safe and in skin safe ratios that I use, but they all are going to last you a good amount of time throughout the day. Tude Town is going to be one of our best sellers. That's going to last a little bit longer. If you're looking for longer lasting scents, then our signature fragrance line will be those 10 that we have there will be those, or the 3 limiteds that we have. Tomahawk Man, Shadow Man, and Gemini Man are all fantastic too.
On that Tude Town, how much oud is in that? Like, how much can you smell of the oud? I'm a big oud fan, so
You would like it then. You'd like it.
Really?
It's blackberry oud. Yeah, it's a sweet. It's got that tart blackberry. So I wanted something a little different with this one, and this one took me a little while. That's an OG scent that we launched in 2021. Koopa and Tude Town are probably our longest lasting OG scents. Hero Time has been around that long, but I changed it. I think last year. Was forced to change it just because sometimes some of your oils that you buy or mixtures just go out of stock forever, and you just have to move on. But you would like it. I wanted something that was a little different. So it's a tart blackberry up front that you're going to get. And then it's just a really rich oud that comes through there. So it's been our number 1 or 2 seller since we launched our company. So it's always right up there. People love it.
Awesome. Weatherbeard Supply, welcome tonight.
What's up, Corey? How you doing, my man?
Nice. Yeah. Awesome. Well, man, I'm gonna have to check out that 2-town, and also the finish him if it's got that good, nice frankincense in it. Because
it's a really rich one. So I wanted to make a nighttime scent that wasn't just. I really don't like lavender. I mean, I make scents that I don't like all the time that people love, but I really just don't like lavender.
Right.
And I was like, I got to make something that's a calm profile that can be used at nighttime that is not just going to have me smell like lavender. And it has a little lavender in it, but it's not the predominant profile at all. So it's going to have that orange, and then that frankincense really comes through, and it's just frankincense is just such a rich smell, and it's just an awesome smell. So
absolutely. And let's see here. Corey says, just buy the entire Mega Super Power Up sample pack or whatever it's called. Get everything that Sean makes. It's good. I'm working through a sample kit right now from him. I'll tell you what, I absolutely agree with you, Corey, man. There isn't really anything that I've seen nor heard that you will be disappointed with Sean with 8-Bit Beard Co. I'm telling you, Sean, like I said, as a creator that's on YouTube, does a lot of reviews on different companies. Your stuff shines, man. It really is great stuff. If something's not great, I'm just going to tell you, I'm not going to be one of those guys going to get on and bash a company. If it sucks, I'm not going to say your stuff sucks, but I'm not going to get on there and say it's great either. I'll be honest and tell people if they ask me, but I probably would just tell the company, I'm sorry, it's just not going to work with me. I'm not going to, but my whole deal is promoting. I want to promote what you have and get it out there because I want to support small batch companies. We've got too much junk at Walmart's, Targets, trash, and so many men that are uneducated, women uneducated. So we are megaphones to tell guys, listen, there are so much better products out there than a box store, cheap filler ingredient beard oil, and so that's what we do. And so when I find something good that I like and I feel like it's legit and definitely needs to be heard of, I'm all for supporting and sharing. And like I said, like you said earlier, EDC Beard Co., great stuff. 8-Bit Beard Co., amazing stuff. There are companies still that I know about that I hear all the time I need to review and I still need to check out, There's
a lot of good small batch companies doing a lot of amazing things, man. So
sure. Absolutely. Well, we will do the last giveaway of the night. As I said, I want to respect Sean's time tonight. I really appreciate you getting on and chatting with us tonight, kind of getting to know you a little bit better. And pretty awesome. I believe my wife's probably enjoyed it. She better have. She ain't coming back next time. She'll forgive me.
Yes.
So that's so funny. All right, so let's get this thing going. Now, make sure you're live, guys. I know Twitch said earlier, and thank you so much for saying that. Make sure you're live. So if it's a red dot beside your live button, you are live. Make sure you're live because it's not, you're going to be lagging and you're probably not going to know that you're the winner if you've won. So the second giveaway for the night is a $25 gift card to anything on 8-Bit Beard Co. Now, keep in mind, I also wanted to say this, and I didn't say this earlier. Not only does he sell beard oils, beard butters, beard wash, He's got swag, but also you sell candles, right? And you
Absolutely.
sell
So
soap too,
yeah,
bar soaps.
I
So
make our candles. It's a little limited selection right now, but we beefed it up for the holidays. And I think I was making about 10 different styles and scents and stuff. A crackling wood wick. So it was one of the first things we did when we did our charity was, I dove into the kind of the candle making, and after our charity release of dedicated to our youngest son, my wife's like, you should just make some candles and keep them on the website since you spent 6 months researching them and have all this extra stuff now. And I'm like, I should do that. And I really enjoy making candles too. So let
yeah.
me, it's not something I'm making so many different things now that it's tough to keep everything in stock
Oh
at
yeah.
different times. So
Sure.
working through some efficiencies and getting some new equipment to kind of help that aspect of it. But yeah.
Well, I gotta say, I was eyeing for a while last fall into the winter. I go, man, I gotta try that Grandpa's pipe out.
Oh, it's
You know,
amazing.
I'm a big, huge tobacco cigar type sense. I have wax melts that I burn in my studio. We burn them in our bathrooms. We burn them in our kitchen.
Yeah.
Big, huge candle fan. I don't know if you can see behind me on this big shelf, but I have like almost every artist man candle.
Oh,
Just a big fan of scents, and which is fitting because, like I said, big old fragrance guy. But if you put the beard care and the fragrance together, man, it is awesome.
yeah.
And so, but you do beard wash and all that stuff too. I'm always looking for companies to include in my top list, beard wash, conditioners, all that stuff. So I'm always on the search to kind of add to a list and see what's fitting for that. So with that said, guys, make sure you're live. We're going to do this giveaway, guys, and make sure if your name is drawn that you are present. So here we go.
Good luck.
Back to the stage here. And get here, and we are going to draw the second winner. Twitch Beard.
Oh, George, what's up,
Twitch
man?
Beard is the winner tonight. Congrats, brother.
Congrats, dude.
Awesome, man. He's another content creator on here that does a lot of great reviews, and I enjoy his videos. Great guy. Great guy.
He is.
If you haven't checked him out, you got to go check him out. Awesome. Well, congratulations. You already know Twitch what to do. Get a hold of Sean and he'll hook you up. And who hasn't tried 8-Bit? Listen, guys, if you haven't tried 8-Bit Beard Co., you need to get over there to the 8bitbeardco.com. Get something. There's a discount code NJB10. You can save 10%. And
so he might try to pass that on because he's gotten a lot of our stuff before. So he may try to pass that on.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for checking out the channel tonight and the show. I've got some exciting things coming forward as well. Different beard companies coming on this to showcase. So, like I said, if you have not checked out 8-Bit Beard Co., you need to get over there and check it out. Go tonight, look at it. You don't have to buy anything if you don't have the money tonight, but go check it out. I'm telling you, there is something there that you will enjoy and you will love and you will be interested in because he's got pretty much everything you can imagine. Plus, he gives away to charity. And plus, he's a great guy. And plus, he's got a great looking beard. He's just from Ohio, so we'll forgive him about that. So, all right, Sean. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate you coming on the channel tonight.
Thanks for having me, man. It was a great time. Nice meeting you both. Thanks for everybody in the chat for hanging out.
And we'll catch up, Sean.
Yeah. Send me an email. It'll get buried for 3 weeks.
Right. All right, brother. We'll see you, buddy.
Shoot me a DM. All right.
Okay. Sounds good, bud. We'll see you.
Yep. Later.
All right, guys, that's going to do it tonight on Beard Matters. Now, this is a show where we talk about beards. We talk about beard companies. We showcase different products like this awesome Bubble Man tonight and Bubble Man butter. If you haven't tried out the butter, guys, I'm telling you, this butter, you can see it right there, is absolutely amazing. It's creamy. It emulsifies, melts really well in the hand, and it lasts a long time as far as the scent goes. And then, of course, my all-time favorite as of right now. I haven't tried Two Town, or yeah, Two Town. But Shadow Man is a great one. So if you're liking the idea of trying out the Shadow Man, you better get over there before he gets rid of them all, because it is not a staple. It's not a main line. It's something that is it's just a temporary one that he's kept on a little bit longer than he wanted to, he said. But guys, like I said, he's got great stuff. You got to go check it out. I love the 8-bit logo. Really, really cool. So all of you Nintendo players out there and Atari players, you can get behind a good beard company like 8-Bit Beard Co. So again, make sure you share this if you would. It helps the channel. If you haven't liked this video, go ahead and like it and subscribe to the channel for more reviews and more live streams and more giveaways and more fun, because that's what we like to do on this channel. So guys, stay blessed, stay bearded, and we will catch you guys next time. Have a great week, guys.